So it's been so cold these past couple of days, and of course, I'm not going out, I'm not shoveling snow. So, what am I doing in my free time? I am playing video games, more notably, playing games that I haven't played in a long time. So, Tom Clancy games are one of my favorite. So, the game I've been playing the most lately outside of Metal Gear Solid is Tom Clancy's The Division and The Division 2. And boy, do I have so many bones to pick with the developers of this particular game. Tell me why it took me about an hour. I feel like it took an hour to just finish one mission. And it was just exhausting. So that led me to think, okay, there are a whole bunch of things with this game developer that I just have a bone to pick. Number one being no pause button. And when developers do that, I feel like they're copying Fortnite, because Fortnite you have to play on a server, like a live server, where you can't pause. All you can do is just hide somewhere and just pray your opponent doesn't come and get you. I'm playing offline on my console. There's no reason why I'm playing off the network where I cannot pause the game and it like pauses. For real pauses what's going on. I press pause, I press the Xbox start button, or I press like what would be the select button on the PlayStation, and there's still stuff going on in the background. I can zoom out to the map and it's still going on. Enemies are still running around. And don't get me started on these worthless NPCs in this particular game that don't do anything. They don't help me advance, period. But we're talking about the no pause button. So it's just really annoying. Like, it's super annoying. There are real life interruptions like phone calls, pets, and those just don't wait for the game. And it's just annoying because I'm not on a network. I shouldn't have to deal with that. I could see if I was playing on a live network or I was playing online. It's annoying. I don't know. I feel like The Division came out way before Fortnite, so I don't know who copied who. Either way, this casual player does not like it. It's also annoying because I need to take a break. My eyes were just so like, I'm just like, I just gotta finish this. I just gotta finish it. I had to just keep going and going to finish the game, and it took forever. And that honestly just, I know I can't be the only person who's dealing with all that frustration, and I know that could definitely lead to some burnout in the future. And it just makes the game more accessible, like I said, to casual players like me. And it's really hard to dedicate an uninterrupted block of time just to do that. It would have to be in the wee hours of the morning or the late hours of the night where everybody sleeps, where there's just little to no activity. And of course, that's not the only thing that is irritating me with this game. Well, with, games in general. You know what? This might just be what irritates me about The Division. And the checkpoints. I would say in general be no checkpoints. However, there are games that don't have any checkpoints, but these checkpoints are so far, give or take. So there's this particular mission I was playing. I would walk through, I would defeat the enemy. I will have to defeat 2 rounds of enemies that are 1 level above me. Then I go to the next section of the mission and it will be the same thing. Then I go to the next section, and then at the final section where it's like the boss of the mission, it would say that's no respawn zone. Oh, this just made me remember something. There will be a no respawn zone. In addition to that, I learned if I leave the game, pause too long, not so long that the Xbox turns off, but so long that it kicks me out of the mission. I'll be paused, like hidden, and enemies will be away, but they didn't notice me. It'll pause for so long, maybe like 5-10 minutes, and then it'll zoom out and it'll take me to like, it looks like a pause screen and it has my character holding their weapon, and then it'll show some stats, and then it says continue game, new game, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just paused the game. Like, I didn't even click out to my games and apps and click into another game and then came back to this game after 10 minutes of idling on this game, and I clicked out. I'm still in the game. It's still paused. It is idle, but I didn't click out to another game. I go to continue game and it takes me back to the beginning of the mission. I'm so freaking angry with that. It's so annoying because it's such a grind. It's such a grind. And this is particularly with The Division, the first one. It's just super annoying. Like, the checkpoint, I think what just made it hard, my level was too low, my weapons were too bad, and I didn't have enough shielding or any health to make it through just to keep going. I wasn't skilled enough to beat these enemies, and that's fair because I haven't played this game in like months, but it does get on my nerves. It does get on my nerves because it's not super stuff like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear. I guess it is more along the lines of run and gun, because is it like Call of Duty? Is Call of Duty a Tom Clancy game? I don't know. It might be. I gotta double check. I haven't played that in a minute, but I think it might be a Tom Clancy game. I am super annoyed with it either way it goes, because it just reminded me of something else. No checkpoints, long progress. It just really does get on my nerves. So one thing I do notice, I think that they improved on this in the Division 2. For example, I could be doing a siege of like precinct of whatever, something I most recently played. It's 5 stages. The first stage, I start off with 2 packs of health. You know, like a not a syringe, but I start off with 2 like health HP reboots. I don't know. I cannot think of what I'm trying to say. Life packs that'll just help me. You know, you push the button and then your health regenerates. In the Division 2, I'll start off with 2, make it to the next stage, and then it restarts my health. That's one thing that's good. It'll just like recalibrate everything, and it'll be like a restock point. It'll be something where I can like restock my weapons or my ammo. It's either that they just automatically do it, or I kill an enemy that has you know, like some health points, and then I can steal it. Either way, it gives me the option to do that. And I realized that while I was playing the Division 2, one of my missions, I noticed, I was like, wow, I didn't die so much like I did in the first one, and it just kept taking me to the beginning of either the entire mission, or it took me to the beginning of that section of that mission. But here I noticed I only died like once. That was like when it was the boss fight. So I was like, oh, okay, the enemy either has a health pack that I could use, or the game just throws me a bone and gives me a health pack. Now, mind you, this is all on easy mode, and I'm a casual player. This should be easier than this, right? That brings me into the next thing. Easy mode, like it's hard. Like, I know there's like what, rookie, normie, veteran, and I'm always playing on rookie because I like to just play the game and just go through. Sometimes I just like to run and gun, and that's another thing that I noticed. Sometimes I just like to run and gun, but when it comes to easy mode being so hard that I still need to up my skill level, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's something about the handling. Like if I'm aiming, it's so sensitive. If I'm just pushing up, it'll go way up above their shoulders and it's missing the mark, or if I go down, it's just too much. Maybe my sensitivity on the game is just too sensitive where it's doing like this. I just need like, you know, something slow, but it won't aim. And I don't think that has to do with the difficulty level, more so than sensitivity on my game. I just realized that as I was talking it out. And like I said, it's super annoying because I'm failing at the easy, or I'm having such a hard time with the easy mode. It should not be this hard. It should not be this hard. Now, something I did notice with this last mission that I played, defense versus offense. So I'm always of the belief that the game wants you to play stealthily and have strategy, and, you know, take out the enemy one by one instead of just, you know, run and gun and do whatever. So they want you to make use of your hiding spots, of, you know, taking cover. That's usually what I do. And they have these sorry NPC helpers. They're like your team, your squad, your platoon, they're worthless in this particular game. I will say, in, is it Breakpoint? No, Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon, Wildland. Those are the best NPC backup I have ever had. Ever had. Now, the game is still hard, even on easy mode, but shout out to Recon Badlands, because that's a good game. And they actually help you. They actually help. And they do the doggone thing. So, like I said, defense versus offense. I would play defense, and I would hide, and then I'll just wait and, you know, take out the enemy one by one. But when I got to the boss fight, I didn't realize I had so much help, because I had a couple friendlies people, and then I noticed there were some drones that were on my side that were like shooting at the opponent, and then I was just like, you know what, I'm just trying to go for it. So while one opponent is focusing on the drone, I'm coming up from the side, and then I'm taking them out from the side or behind, because the drones are actually doing something more than the people did. So I learned that playing offensively, at least in that instance, was a big help, and it helped me like move forward, because I was like, you know what, I've been fighting for so long on this level. It was long. I had to go through like the entrance, 3 levels up, 3 more levels up, the roof, and then going back down, and then outside, and then the final part of the mission was leave the atrium, leave the mission zone, and I was just like ready to turn off the game. I'm like, I gotta finish. I put too long in here. It's just too long. So I had to finish, and then I just I ran out of that hotel. It was so annoying. Like I had to shoot the door down, and I'm thinking, okay, shoot it down and run. Shoot the door down while there were enemies still present. After I shot the door down, it just let more enemies in. I had to take care of those enemies, and then when those were done, I left. It was super long. It was tumultuous, and the blue light was just killing my eyes because I'm just like, bruh, can we finish this? Speaking of that, they have unskippable cutscenes. Usually, like I said, I'm a casual player. I don't want to hear all that. This is the backstory, and back when the soldiers were on the field fighting for freedom. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to play the game. And I noticed it was unskippable cutscenes. I'm pressing all the buttons, RB, LB, RT, LT, to see like, okay, let's move on. X, Y, A, B, start, select the Xbox button. Nothing was allowing me to skip. It wasn't until after that cutscene I was able to skip. Then come to find out, after that one long unskippable cutscene, it said Tom Clancy, The Division 2. And I'm like, this is the first mission? Oh my god. I said I didn't play the game in like months. So I'm a collector of video games. One of these days I'm gonna go through my list and just show you all the type of games that I have, and then we're gonna talk about my favorite ones too. But that is all, and that's mainly what really irritates me about that. Mainly, it's in general what irritates me about all games, and The Division is what sparked this conversation because my eyes, I'm so tired. It was fun playing, but I mean, after a while, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun because it was just too much of a grind. Too much of a grind. It needs to be closer checkpoints where I don't have to keep redoing these enemies, and they should give out health packs way more. Like there should be more health packs. I should be able to go to a safe area of the game, of the mission, heal up, and then continue fighting. I know it has to be challenging, but oh my goodness, I picked easy for a reason. So that's the end of my rant. Stay tuned for some more. See you guys in the next one.